Everyone is touched by ACEs. Adverse childhood experiences affect the lives of people of all ethnic groups and economic backgrounds. The long-term outcomes impact the health and well-being of the individual, as well as those in the community around them. But those experiences are fact, not fate. We all have a part in healing and changing the culture. Adverse childhood experiences cause psychological and physical difficulties in childhood that extend into adulthood.
There's definitely a strong link between children who experience adverse childhood experiences and ending up into the delinquent system or the criminal justice system. What the studies also show is that when a child has adverse childhood experiences, 4 or more, that there's a much stronger likelihood that they're going to end up in the criminal justice system.
Trauma and the adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, affects almost every single family we see. My guess is it would be upwards of 90% of the families.
We don't want necessarily juveniles to be placed in the system, and if there's things we can do to keep them out of the system, then that's what we're going to do. We try not to allow kids to go through the system because putting them in the system is an adverse childhood experience in and of itself.
The general public needs to understand these are not bad kids. The single act of a 15-year-old or a 14-year-old is just that, it's a single act. They need to be held responsible for their actions. They need a system that respects their future. What the public doesn't, I don't think they think about long-term, is that these children are coming out of prison. They're not going to be in prison the rest of their lives. They're going to come out as adults. Their brains are going to mature in a prison system that does not respect their future. Prison is not a place of training, it's a place of punishment. It removes you from society based on the law that says you're going to be locked up for X number of years. We're not going to give you an education. You can get one, but we're not going to give it to you. We're not going to give you training, and you're going to come out at 35 or 45, and your brain is going to have matured in a prison system that has no respect for that future. So as a society, we need to ask ourselves that question. Are we going to continue to treat individuals who break the law as perpetual criminals? Or are we going to recognize the humanity in the person and figure out a way to turn that person around and make them a productive citizen?
More information about identifying ACEs scores, paths to healing, and how to help others is available